Hello, my name is Jordan Clark from the Backyard Bucket List, and today we're going to be talking about the Minimeis baby carrier and why it's a game changer for any parent. So before we get started, I just want to say Minimeis did not pay me to make this video. And actually my wife got me the Minimeis baby carrier for Christmas, and I loved it so much that I was like, I gotta do my first product review on the Minimeis baby carrier. For those who do not know what the Minimeis baby carrier is, essentially, instead of carrying your child on your front side or on your back, you're able to carry your child comfortably on your shoulders, hands-free. Have you ever seen the movie The Emperor's New Groove? Think of Kronk carrying Yzma on his shoulders in that comfortable carrier.
Sure thing, Kronk out.
And that's essentially what it is for your child. So the first reason why I love the Minimeis baby carrier is because you're hands-free. This is probably my favorite part about the baby carrier. So when my wife got me this, we had one kid that was able to run around and play. Our second child was not quite walking, well, starting to walk, but really wasn't comfortable and really couldn't keep up with us. So by able to put this on, I could have Graham on top of my shoulders, and I was able to be hands-free, interact with him on my shoulders, but also interact with Quaid, who's our oldest, with any activity we were doing. Being able to be hands-free and be in the moment while have one kid on your shoulders is a game changer. And for me, I think that was the number one reason why I was so excited about the Minimeis carrier when she got it for me. And it just opens up so many opportunities for parents, especially with young kids, which leads us into the second reason why I love the Minimeis baby carrier is because carrying this around instead of a bulky stroller or another device is way easier and way more convenient. To give you an example, the first time we used the Minimeis baby carrier was when we went up to Sacramento to go cut down a Christmas tree with some of our good friends. It snowed that day and it was on a hill, and before we had this, typically we'd either have to carry a child on our side or just carry him the whole time, or have a stroller. Pushing a stroller around in snow on a hill would not have been very easy, but putting this thing on, putting the kid on the back, so much easier. And typically I'm the one that carries the camera, does video and pictures, and to be able to have him on my shoulders as we're hiking around the mountainside while still be able to do video, take pictures, not feeling like I'm worried about one kid falling or anything that way, was amazing. And I think it was because of that first experience to really see how much this does for parents really got me excited about it. So the second reason, carrying this around, way easier. And sometimes the stroller just is not practical in some circumstances. The third reason why I love this carrier is because it allows me to be in the moment with my kids more. So you're going out on activity, you have one kid in the stroller. Every time you get to whatever destination you're going to, you gotta get the kid out of the stroller, you gotta unhook them, then you gotta bring him over, park the stroller, and it's just a big process. But whenever I wear this, we have our oldest kid, he runs up to what he wants to do. I already have the kid strapped securely to me. There's no awkward transition to do an activity with my kids. Another example of this is I had Graham on my Minimeis baby carrier, and I was getting the bikes ready in the garage, and I was able to take care of everything. He was securely on my shoulders. I was bending down and in awkward positions, grabbing stuff, but I never felt like Graham was gonna fall out of this. And I was able to get the bike ready. I didn't have to worry about Graham running off somewhere. It just made the whole experience easier, more seamless, and just a lot easier with kids. Graham loves that he is sitting up here on the carrier He can look around. He doesn't feel like he's restricted. He feels like he is part of the activity. Number 4 is that this thing is so dang comfortable. I remember as a kid being on my dad's shoulders, and probably the reason why I remember this is because it was so unbearable, so uncomfortable. But being on my dad's shoulders, he would just be grabbing onto my legs and kind of, I think his arms were getting tired, so he's pulling down, and his bony shoulders were just digging into my thighs, and it was just uncomfortable for me. Now that I'm a parent and I've had the experience of putting my kids on my shoulders, I can understand, yeah, he was probably herding with me up there and just kind of resting his arms to give him some rest. But in the end, it just hurts both of us. As a kid, yeah, no one likes to have bony shoulders digging into your legs. And as a parent, after a while, man, those kids, that weight gets to you. So wearing this, I'm able to have my kids on here a lot longer. I have more endurance, it's more comfortable. The kids are more comfortable as well. If you feel this fabric, you just have this nice plush, I mean, you can see that, but yeah, just this nice plush fabric in here. And yeah, the kid just feels secure, nice and padded all the way through it. And it's just a win-win for both. So that's number 4. This thing is dang comfortable. And then my last reason, so I've been thinking about doing this video for a while, and this last reason didn't come to me until a couple days ago, is the cleanliness of using this carrier. You're like, okay, Jordan, what do you mean by cleanliness? And so during this time of a quarantine, obviously people are more concerned about health, what their kids are touching, different things. And so I took Graham for the first time to the grocery store with me. I had to go pick up some groceries. And typically I'd put a kid in the cart at the grocery store. But I was like, okay, clearly that's kind of dirty. I know they wipe it down, but kids put their hands on stuff, they put their hands in their mouth. And I was like, okay, let me pull out the Minimeis baby carrier. And I took it with me, put him up there, and I was like, wow, I actually feel really secure about this. I can maintain distance away from everybody. He wasn't touching anything because he was strapped to me. And again, he just loved looking at whatever I was seeing, whether we were getting ice cream or whether treats we're getting, he was getting excited. But I felt really safe and really secure knowing, okay, he's not touching anything I don't want him to touch. So that was a new reason that I now love the Minimeis Carrier, is it allowed me to do something that maybe I wasn't comfortable with, but I felt secure that he was safe and clean with me. So hope that makes sense. That was kind of a new one I thought of, but I really enjoyed taking him with me to the grocery store. So who would benefit from the Minimeis Carrier? I would say obviously any parent with kids, parents that want to go out more with their children, go on outings, go on little adventures. Maybe they want to do chores around the house, maybe they want to go out and run errands. The Minimeis Carrier makes it a lot easier for that. Any cons to the baby carrier, or maybe who I wouldn't recommend it to? The only people I wouldn't recommend this for is if maybe you're self-conscious about having or being noticed when you're out and about, because if you go out with the Minimeis baby carrier, you'll notice you'll get a lot more attention. And I would say it's positive attention. I know the first time we took it out, people were like, wow, that's so cool. What is that? Where'd you get it from? My wife was talking to people as they came up and asked her where we got that from, and she would tell them. And then also, when I went to the grocery store 2 days ago with my son, he's very social, and every time we pass somebody, this little 1-year-old waving hi to everybody. And then as we were leaving the store, passing the checkouts, he would say bye to everyone that we passed. So of course people loved it, and they smiled and they would say hi back. So if you're not worried about getting a little bit more attention than usual, then I would highly recommend the Minimeis baby carrier for those parents. Hope this review was good. This is my first product review, and I've never done a product review, but because I was so excited about this carrier and what it did for us and our family. I felt like I needed to make this review. If you think I should do more product reviews like this, feel free to mention in the comments. If there's any products you feel like we should review, put it down below in the comments as well. And hope you guys have a great day, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.